Hey, look out. It's Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
There he is, our good friend, Pastor Chris Maxwell. He's also an author and speaker. As neurologists can't believe it, it's a miracle. His 11th book is out. It's called Equilibrium. Chris, how are you?
I'm doing well. It's so good to see you guys and be with you today. Thank you so much.
It's been a while since we've gotten together, but it's good to talk to you. Can't wait to hear about the new book. So, what's been going on with you lately, though? Besides obviously teaching and and making those kids do all those tests and everything, driving them towards the end of the semester here.
Yeah, it's really been a great season of life, spending time with students, like right here in this room where I'm having the conversation with you guys. This is where I have conversations with students and just ask them questions. Not the "Hey, how are you doing?" question we often ask where we don't pay attention for the response, but how are you really doing, and how can I help you and guide you? And it's been great working with students and encouraging them, listening to them, helping them find hope, and helping them find what my new book is about: equilibrium, trying to find balance in these days of chaos. And think of this season of their lives as college students. How am I going to make it through the semester? Or what will I do when I graduate from the past? All of those, and it's finding ways that God can help them. Yeah, just practice the steps of equilibrium, finding balance in all of the uneven surfaces.
Now, I did mention that this is your 11th book, and we've talked to you before about some of your other books. Why Equilibrium and why now?
Yeah, good questions. A couple of years ago, when COVID started, my wife almost passed away in the hospital. She was in ICU for over 3 weeks.
Wow.
And then my ongoing journey living with epilepsy and just the struggles. And then so many people that we counsel. I mean, churches closing down,
Yeah.
trying to find peace in the middle. And I just had this sense, like the Lord saying to me, just balance. Don't go to the extreme, just balance. And balance is my personal word. And then eventually my personal journal entries turned into a book proposal. And balance isn't the good title of a book, but equilibrium is. And that's what we're inviting people to do in the middle of these uneven surfaces. And I saw it again. I'm actually traveling again and speaking, so it's nice to be getting on a plane and speaking at conventions and churches. And but I saw the sign as I was walking to board a plane last weekend, and it was like, caution, uneven surfaces. And I remembered a few years ago the poem that I wrote about uneven surfaces, and it was based on just seeing that sign. I'm like, I wrote it on a plane because that's how we all felt even before, we weren't allowed to fly for a while. And and it's interesting because we included that poem in one of my other books and in this book, Equilibrium, in one of the stories about, yeah, we have to find practical ways to balance it out. And it's like the chapters, one chapter will seem to go in one direction, but we balance it out with equilibrium, and the next chapter goes in another direction. So I believe that's what we all need. Me personally, I know I need that. As I care for other people, how can I find the balance of my own self-care? Helping them deal with their hurts, but it hurts me too. How do I deal with my own hurts?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it's Equilibrium, 31 ways to find kind of a balance in life. Just give us kind of a hint, a taste,
Okay.
if you will, of a couple
Yeah.
of the ways. And how did these come about to you? Is this something that God kind of revealed to you, or what?
Yeah, these are my 31 suggestions. And 31 is like, this is my 11th book. 31, it has to be an odd number because life is all out of service. It's uneven, nothing
Yeah.
is straight and simple. But these are the guidelines that I give to myself and to my family, to my students, to all those that I'm pastoring and mentoring. We have hope for the future. Let's not be controlled by what's happening around us. Let's make wise decisions that on keep us able to find balance even when those things around us are uneven. So the first two chapters. First chapter is believe in the big. I mean, isn't that a great way to start? Hey,
Yeah.
let's believe in the big. I mean, you guys, think of what you're doing. All of the people that you're talking to, you're able to do this because you wake up in the morning, you think, I believe in the big. I have a wonderful story of a missionary named Larry. He was told that he was too old to become a missionary.
Hmm.
Well, he decided to go anyway, went to Mexico, didn't know Spanish. He learned it. 2,000 churches, hospitals, schools. I told the story of Larry, a man that was too old, but God spoke to him differently. God wanted him to believe in the big. So that's the
Wow.
first chapter in
That's
Equilibrium.
good.
How do we balance that out? Second chapter, be faithful.
Oh, Chris froze here.
I think the second one is be faithful in the little. I have a few of them on the list here. We'll wait for him to pop back on.
Yeah.
And see, we're talking with Chris Maxwell. His 11th book, Equilibrium. It's good stuff. You know, we've seen Chris over the years. He looks the best we've ever seen him.
Froze. There he is. Okay, he's back. All right. You froze there right as you were talking about the second one.
Be faithful in the little.
Be faithful in the little, and then I lost you, but just
You're back though.
Yeah, as we believe in the big, let's be faithful in the little, the small, the unnoticed things that, never be an applause, never be a standing ovation, but just the Jesus way. Let's care for those that others will not care for. And in that, I told a story of a pastor friend of mine named Basil. He cares for his congregation. He's not going to hit the headlines and the stat sheet of the largest church in town, but he and his wife care for the people. They care for the community. Last time I spoke there on a Sunday morning, I was there earlier in the week, and I had breakfast with him at a nearby restaurant on a Saturday. And I realized, like, Basil's church doesn't just meet on Sunday mornings. He's the pastor to people in the community when he has breakfast there on Saturday. I want us to live that equilibrium. Let's believe in the big. Let's dream and pursue those dreams, but let's be faithful in the one-word sentence, the conversation, the kind text to another person. That's just kind of a feel of the directions we're going on those first two chapters of Equilibrium.
Yeah, there's a complete list. We're talking with Pastor Chris Maxwell. 11th book is called Equilibrium. Believe in the big, be faithful in the little, listen well, hit pause, and rest well. Now, these last three, the three on my list, the last three, listen well, hit pause, and rest well. Those are the most difficult, Chris. Help me.
Yeah. And honestly, one of the others is important in here, because we're not to do life alone, and we need to have people around us to help us learn to hit pause. Who's holding us accountable in a calm and peaceful way to find equilibrium? Because we run too fast to get nowhere. And we need to run marathon and not sprint, and be able to just stop, just take that deep breath, and find peace and hope in the middle of all the chaos around us. Guys, these are not easy times, and a hurt for so many people. But in the middle of our hurt, let's just take a deep breath, and sometimes take a nap, close our eyes, and sleep well.
All right, if you insist. Okay.
But not now, man.
Oh, okay, not now.
After you purchase a few of my books and pass them on to other people and help them find equilibrium, then nap.
Okay, I got you.
Love that. Pastor Chris Maxwell. You know, Chris, honestly, this is the perfect book for this time, because we hear from pastors that have churches of all sizes, mega church pastors, middle, small. They all said the same thing. There is no new normal. It has just been crazy town. And this is something that folks just don't know where it's all or nothing. And I think this is a perfect word for this time. I don't know if this is an audible in any way. If you've done it or it's out there or whatever, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's not yet, but it will be. It's all on Amazon right now. In fact, the ebook, I think, is still just 99 cents if people want to get the ebook version of Equilibrium. But especially with what we're going through right now, one of the chapters is don't trust your feelings.
Yeah.
I tell the story about how I just could not be controlled by the feelings. I had to do what was the right thing to do. But then we follow that, again, equilibrium. We balance that out with cry when you need to cry is the chapter after that. Laugh often is the one after that. Don't be controlled by past hurts. I mean, that's what we all need to hear.
Yeah.
During these days of uncertainty. Also, these two chapters, we made the chapter titles a little bit longer for emphasis. Serve the right way in the right place for the right reasons. So what's going to be the one after that? Leave the right way at the right time for the right reasons.
That's so good.
Yeah,
That's so good.
We need those these days, guys.
Yeah.
And you're amazing. Pastor Chris Maxwell, the book, pick it up. It's Equilibrium. ChrisMaxwell.me also. You can go there and check it out. We'll let you know when it comes out in Audible as well. Chris, let's catch up in a few months and see what's going on. And we'll talk to you soon. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
This is Faith Talk Live.
Thank you, guys.